Hey there, YouTube people. Uh, this is Phil from Ashland Leather. I thought I would introduce myself to live YouTube. I've never done this before. So I want to see what it looks like. Let me get this microphone a little bit better. I did one of these before on Facebook and had a lot of fun. So I thought I'd give it another shot here. I'm waiting out for Bob Powers. We're going to do a little chat. Look how shiny my head is. We're going to do a little chat in about 30 minutes for all of you to hear. If you don't know Bob Powers, he has a really awesome YouTube channel talking a lot about leather and a lot of the similar interests that I have. So I think that's going to be a fun match and a good time. But today was the last day at Horween Leather for production for the year. We have a holiday on New Year's Eve and then the holiday on New Year's Day, of course. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to just chat about the year. It seems like it's just gone faster than every year. Just a lot going on, and the tannery is really busy. We've got a lot fun new products that are going on, and a lot of the classics are still remaining, like the Chrome Excel, of course, and shell cordovan. We make a lot of basketball, football, even baseball glove leather. So really exciting. But we have surprisingly aren't able to keep up with the shell cordovan demand even after all these years, 113 years and counting. So actually Ashland today, we just got some cordovan that we ordered 2 years ago. So it's quite a challenge to keep up with the demand. But it's a really cool thing. So Ashland's also been great. We've had a lot of fun new things that we've tried this year, including video like I'm doing right now. So this is sort of my goal for 2019 is to interact a little bit better, because I think there's a story to be told about Horween and a story to be told about Ashland that we can do a lot better job at. So I've done several videos now, but I did one that we released earlier this week. Actually, it was on Christmas Eve that I shot about Chrome Excel and the history of Chrome Excel. I thought it was very interesting that Chrome Excel was originally made for use in motor seals that ended up in tanks for World War I. And I think that's such an incredible story. And actually, there's records and documents that the tannery still has in their little vault at the tannery. There's a literal vault at the tannery that you can't break into. It's unbelievably intense. But the records for they go all the way back to 1905, and it's really incredible. You actually get to see all the uses for the different leathers. And during World War I, there was quite a high usage for motor seals, and those went into a lot of trucks and tanks for World War I. So I thought that was really cool. But what else? So that video, I've never really tried to make a legit looking video before, using multiple cameras, doing a soundtrack, recording audio like this and putting it in later. And what I ended up doing was writing a script and sort of reading off of it. And I don't think it translated very well because the edits were jarring and distracting. So we've had a couple comments about that were really, really helpful. So again, like, I am a leather tanner and leather crafter. I'm also a musician. You can see my bass behind me, but I'm not much of a videographer. So any tips that people have, I'd love to see. By the way, nobody's here, and that is not surprising because we have 30 subscribers, because this is a new channel for us. But this is kind of cool. YouTube Live works pretty well. Seems very similar to Facebook. But so for Ashland, we're getting, like I said, we got some of that new shell cordovan in today that we ordered 2 years ago. So there's a lot of amazing colors. One of the ones that we've popularized this year is the marbled shell. So that comes in black and color 8 marbled. I think it's an amazing, unique, random texture, and you're never going to find anything like the one you get. So if you buy a wallet made out of the marbled shell, you'll never find an identical one. They're all completely randomized. And I noticed that Viberg was making some amazing looking boots out of those as well. So that is definitely a cool thing that we've brought to the forefront this year. But we've also done some cool stuff last year, like the reverse shell cordovan. That's been a huge hit. So I've got other ideas that are in the similar vein to that I will be introducing this year, along with we're hoping to introduce new products, and maybe even revamping our existing ones, because we've done from year to year, we've actually made improvements on every one of our wallets, and we don't plan to stop improving. Whether it's something that you notice or not is sort of besides the point, but we observe things that can always be better from a construction standpoint, to make the wallet last as long as it can, because our goal is to make a wallet that will last forever. Hence the guarantee. We'll fix it and repair it for no charge forever. So what else? What else is fun? 2018, we introduced this thing called a mystery box that I think is really interesting, and it seems like people are really big fans. So I have a lot of development and prototype wallets and key cases and little accessory things that we've never released, or there are some examples where people will pre-order a wallet from us. And by the way, you can, if there's a wallet that you want that doesn't have a color available on the site, you can always email me and we'll just make it for you. But from time to time, also, so we don't take payment for that until your wallet's ready. So some of these are really rare shell cordovan colors, and you might wait a year for the rarest of the rare. But we've had from time to time people order like that from us and not be able to accept it because of life circumstances, and that's okay. So I do tend to have from time to time canceled special orders, like I've mentioned, and in the mystery box is a great place for me to put those items. But what I've done is to make a special deal on all of them. So we have 3 tiers of mystery boxes. There's a bronze, a silver, and a gold. It's 50, 150, and 250. It's all a lot. That's a lot of money. But the idea is that I'm providing at least double the value in each of the boxes. So some of those older wallets that I didn't have a home for will end up in those boxes at roughly 50% off. And the reason I do that is because you're helping me by taking something off my hands that I didn't have a home for. So it's a really nice place for me to put a lot of the extra like one-offs and odds and ends that we tend to accumulate over the year. So people have really loved that mystery box, and we actually sold out the first batch in about 7 minutes, which is so incredible, the level of support that you've given us. And then we did another launch about a month later, and those sold out in about an hour with a lot more units. But I think that is a sort of fun, exciting thing that we do, and it's a good way to make people happy, give them a good deal, give you an extra gift for the holidays, because in each of those boxes I jammed an pack full of stuff. So there was at least one wallet. Oftentimes there were 2 or 3 wallets, and then there were multiple items that I called stocking stuffers that you can use as gifts for the holidays. So we just really jam-packed these boxes, roughly that big, just full of stuff, and the response is amazing. So I'd like to keep doing little surprises like that. I've got some ideas for fun little promotion giveaways too. So 2018 has been great for us. It's been, every year's been our best year, which is incredible to think about, seeing that we started off making, I thought when we first started Ashland that making 5 wallets at a time was a lot. And now we're selling more than 5 wallets every day, along with other stuff. So it's a really amazing trajectory that we've been on. And by me doing more videos like this, I'm hoping to take that experience even farther, because I don't want to get stale, and I want things to be fun, and I want them to be exciting. So I'll be doing more videos like this. I'll be doing more videos about Horween. For example, we can talk more about each of the leathers. We can talk about shell cordovan. We can talk about how to take care of your Alden boots, for example. And we'll also be talking a lot about Ashland, about how we make what we make, why we've chosen to put a stitch in a certain place, why we don't put a stitch in a certain place. And that's the goal for all these videos, is to just interact and give you a little bit more insight to what's going on, and answering your questions too. So that's the other thing that I want to close with is it took me about 9 hours to make the 2.5 minute Chrome Excel video. And I actually had a lot of fun doing it, but I think it would be even more worthwhile to make a video for something that you want to hear about. So I would love if you would comment or send me an email, or however you'd like to get to me. Just tell me what you want to hear about, whether it's how to maintain your shoes, whether it's, I'm actually a boot fan. I just love leather, and I love leather footwear. So if you want recommendations on what I like, I'm happy to talk about that too. If you want to hear more about new leather development from Horween, if you want to talk about 100-year-old machines at Horween, if you want to talk about everything in between, all the dead products that Horween's done, we can talk about it, and I would love to. It's basically my favorite thing in the world. So, I see we got a person here, and I'm sorry that you just came in at the end here, but I'll be doing this again. But I really appreciate everybody's time. If you're checking this out later, I really hope you check this out later in the future too. I'll be doing more. And again, tonight in about a half hour, I'll be doing an interview with Robert Powers. Check out Robert Powers' YouTube channel if you're into leather footwear. He does a really great job explaining how to take care of your shoes and all that type of stuff. So we'll be doing this interview in about a half hour, and I should be putting it up hopefully this weekend. It'd be really nice. So anyways, thanks everybody. Again, this is Phil at Ashland. If you want to email me, my email is phil, PHIL, @ashlandleather.com. So, all right, have a good one. See ya.